Greetings everyone, and Great here, another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 4 replay. On top right side as the Green Mongols with loueMT. Spawn on south bottom left side as Yellow English, we are LucifroNN. This is going for an early pasture as well. This is going. You can place the pasture in range of this ovo in order to get some increased production. Not too far of distance, so the sheep can move pretty quickly. And now I do have a stable on field. He may be eyeing for some early horsemen. And that's a big wave of sheep just reflected on in by green. Of course, you do need the early horsemen against English. The English will likely tend to spam out longbowmen. Of course, spearmen are a great counter to the longbowmen. There is the barracks as well. Trying to find some sort of engagement here. Going for the deer stone to help get some more mobility. It does reset the pasture next in order near the ovo. This force now advances forward with a pair of spearmen to mix. Deer stone's almost complete. We scale out the horseman upgrade. Upgrade the early horseman to horseman. While we do find some fire there, the early horsemen only have 1 pierce armor, so they sustain a lot more damage for these long bowmen until they get that horseman upgrade. Do now the horseman upgrade on the way. Got a good number of early horsemen here as well. Deer's not being collected just yet, and may not even been scouted just yet. Nor here. Yellow's now playing defensively, which will give Green more time to rebuild some stuff. He's going for a lot of lumberers there, so going for a second town center sooner rather than later. Got these forces pushing way forward. Ronnie's building ×2 archers as well. Trying to help quickly get a force up to engage these spearmen to allow his horsemen to push them forward. And that force has slipped on through largely unnoticed. Green may need to fall back. He may spot some of the stuff now. The stable is relatively exposed. He does have his archers somewhere. There they are. 4 archers in that region. Does pack on up his military production structures. And this ovo may go down. The stable receiving a bit of fire from the longbows. Even though it doesn't have any pierce armor at the moment, it has still plenty of health to stay alive. Deer stone's in the region, so it has the Yao network in a large radius around the deer stone. Ovos now receiving quite a bit of fire. Would likely go down. And his horseman army may just need to fall back. We now have second town center being forward on out. Better reposition it closer to the gold right there, as well as next to this wood. Looks like he's not repositioning it near that gold. Right now, he's not going to collect any gold for the time being. Got these archers advancing forward, trying to get some damage onto these spearmen. Very good. Those use the speed arrow though, trying to get this horseman to the longbowmen. Looks like the archers got brought into melee range as well. It looks like this force does get cleaned on up. This yellow force is falling back. Picking off those small forces like that is very important. The villager count is quite similar to both sides, so both sides have deployed out their second town center quite at a similar timing. Or Yellow doesn't even have a second town center, does he? So right now, Green will start pushing way forward with extra village production. Good damage there onto those villagers. Trying to push on in. The oval could be rebuilt, although this one is down by half. You could perhaps put it over here. There's some good amount of stone, but it may not even have that area scouted out. I don't think green has really scouted out much on this map. Green's archer's now falling back. He is building a nice little defense force here. Going for an outpost as well. That's also giving him some more yam network over there. Trying to force down, does get himself a bit of raid there. Very, very nice. Archers have been spotted by the scout that's still following him back. We got this oboe rebuilt for the last remainder 500 stone. Green does have a decent defense force here, and with a nearby tower, he needs to quickly build that tower. Yep. Grumpy push on forward. Does have the nearby tower. Does go ahead and garrison up the outpost now, getting upgraded arrow slits. And as more is chopping this wood there, the more closer it will be exposed. Horseman trying to get some more raiding done. Green has a good number of villagers right now. And a single spearman charging forward against getting a kill on one of the horsemen. Green could re-target towards his villagers over here to start cooking out wood. Safer location. I would probably do that myself. We now have siege leaders being researched by Yellow, trying to pull out some batter rams. Green's right now deploying out some more archers. Very good. Does pack up his gear. Try to reposition over here. He needs this wood line here as a wall, because Mongols, of course, cannot pull out walls. He's down to 2 horsemen in this region. Maybe a good idea just to fall back to Khan. Or maybe put him in position here to help perhaps hit these reinforcements. Do not have pierce armor for green. Very, very nice. Be very important for these horsemen. Multiple batteries now being deployed on out. Now we've got pierce damage for green. We got pierce armor for yellow, going for the early mana arms. Okay, so maybe I get some mana arms. Veterans sort of push his way forward. Horsemen are trying to focus on that. Archers now engage each other. Spearmen facing force bow, but they're falling back. Horsemen are going to be focusing down that. Looks like there is a speed arrow active right there. It does manage to force back yellow for the time being. Yellow's now trying to advance forward with some torches. Trying to take down this outpost. He needs an outpost for the Yam network. And also repairing it up. Does got one of the battery ramps now. Do now the arrow upgrade. Arrow single arrow, which gives him higher rate of fire for these archers. But without the single arrow upgrade, it won't last all too long. Let's take out both those battery rams there, sustaining minimal losses. And it looks like green's now, or yellow's now, I deploy out some mana arms. He has a very, very large number of lumberers there. Yellow does have less lumberers. Yeah, the lumberer income's the same, even though he has nearly half less of the lumberers. And none of them have the lumber research. Actually, green actually has the level 1 lumber research, while yellow does not. Green's now pushing way forward. Got the battering ram now hitting this tower there. Losing it will, of course, lose the Yam network. Does take out the tower now. The Deer Stone's reached this far. He could pass for redeploy the Deer Stone over here. Let's take out those battering rams now. Looks like going to pull out another tower here of the Yam network. That is a good enough position for the Yam network. Argus gains good damage there. We do have the stable repositioning now. Tower's not fully built just yet. Does get it fully built now. Archers are advancing forward and get some good damage there. The Yam on the horsemen are closing distance much quicker. Green's doing a good job of focusing down these archers, but now there's some man-at-arms in the mix as well. Horsemen do reasonable versus man-at-arms. They just have a little less damage. We do now have a speed arrow activated there, not the arrow. The con has gone down. Trying to focus down these longbowmen. They provide the most damage threat. The man-at-arms are largely being north bowmen. At the meantime, most of Green's horsemen have gone down. Trying to put more horsemen. Green's now falling on back. Horse still has the hard point there. Archer range being pulled on out. We now have some pastures being pulled on out. Very nice. Right now, Green is very far from getting Castle Age because he has no gold income at the moment. Also got the steer being claimed. Very nice. There's a lot of man-at-arms regions. You just need to pull out more horse and deal with those man-at-arms. Green's Archers trying to forward, trying to deal with the longbowmen first. Yell's horse is very, very wounded. Now it's being picked on off. More horsemen streaming on in. And all of his horsemen has gone down. The man-at-arms is just being too problematic for him. They do have currently 4 pierced armor, so the additional arrows are doing 2 damage each. And the only thing he can do against them is just deploy a lot of mass. Mostly just horsemen holding line, archers do some backline damage, and that's about it. Green still has a superior number of villagers. Yellow's not going for the King's Palace. And now, so that's a good number of longbowmen and man-at-arms in this region. The area's been retargeted. If he has this area scouted out, he needs to go for that gold. It's also this gold he can go for. He's fine grabbing this gold as well. Very, very good. So this looks like this wood area is going to be under siege next. Yellow's now in Castle Age to get out his man-at-arms. Upgrade the early man-at-arms and man-at-arms. And yes, we're going to see that and the longbowman upgrade as well. Does use the speed arrow right there, trying to pursue these forces. The man-at-arms can't really stop the horsemen like the spearmen can. But the man-at-arms can get a lot of free damage there, both onto the horsemen and onto the archers. Just because some of these man-at-arms have been quite wounded, but right now, those man-at-arms are going to be engaging uncontested. He's now falling on back. The speed arrow is not going to be available for quite some time. And now the man-at-arms have 5 pierced armor. These archers only have 6 attacks, so they're going to do no damage to this man-at-arms. He needs to get a castle ready as soon as possible. He almost has enough resources for it. He needs to put all the wood guys onto that, he probably needs to go for a curl tie at this point in time. Separate out's nice and all, but for defense, you need the curl tie. The curl tie does give you a good amount of damage, and that damage is applied before the damage resistance of the armor. So your stuff can actually do a lot more damage before and after armor. Man-at-arms still getting some good work done, able to slice apart these archers no problem. Oops. Con does go down as well. Last of these longbowmen are being cleaned on up. Green's archer starts charging forward, trying to deal with Yellow's longbowmen best he can. Yep, right now the longbowmen doing 10 damage. These archers doing 6. They're severely outclassed. He's going for some lancers now. Very good. He needs out some crossbowmen as well. He also needs a lot of food. His forces aren't advancing forward. The town centers will not do any damage against these man-at-arms. They will do 1 damage per arrow. Starting to fire the arrows now. Got some lancers now pulled on the field, but they still need to get a larger number on in. Man-at-arms are right here, and he's going to have to sustain the losses. Lancer does find a hit there on a man-at-arms, but right now these man-at-arms are spreading on out. These villagers have claimed some of these berry bushes there, and these villagers will escape on out of there. This gear is repositioning now, maybe trying to claim some of this wood. Going for some crossbowmen now, but it'll be hard to deal with these man-at-arms until that point in time. Man-at-arms are slowly being cleaned on up now. Yellow's stringing on more forces, got still a significant army here. And Yellow's not going for his own crossbowmen. Green's going to need to pull out a lot of crossbowmen primarily. Lancers are just going to be something to soak up damage, but the crossbowmen is going to be what he has to do against these man-at-arms. Honestly, horseman crossbowmen is probably a bit of composition right now. So there's also some spearmen now being mixed on in. Let's have a step bird out here to get some good gold income. And he's actually claiming these berries, but berries have already ran out. He also has a significant larger army, bringing some spearmen as well. These are just regular hardened spearmen, not veteran spearmen. Got now a forward outpost here for the castle network. Yep, various bushes being cleaned on up. There's actually a lot of sheep in this region he may be able to spot. Here, falling on back. Councilor seems to have fire now, but should maybe able to defend this against his force now. Crossbowman gains some good damage on the man-at-arms. Does use the defense arrow there. That's going to be very important to uphold the line, because these Keshik's going to have, or Lancers going to save a lot of damage there. And looks like it's starting to break through now, just sheer force. That arrow doing some great work there. Single man-at-arms push way forward, does decide to pull back all those villagers after clean up all those berries. Does have a decent reserve of sheep here at the moment, and is going to start cleaning up this region. Separate out being redeployed over here, getting some defensive powers as well. And they're going to be cleaning up these berries. Green's starting to stabilize now. Tower has gone down, get a bit of raid as well. The villager count is very similar right now, 88 to 86. More spearmen being pulled on the field. Going out forward to keep as well, primarily for the Yalm network. Looks like both sides are just macroing up the moment. Green is still pretty far behind, going for some horsemen as well. And as well some archers, going for a nice mixed force of lancers, archers, crossbowmen, horsemen. There's also have a shaman out on the field as well. Yellow has gone for defensive walls. Keeping yellow back at home will give green a lot of breathing room, because that's the only way you can get breathing room, is keep your opponent inside their walls, because you can't stay inside of yours. You have none. Plant some towers there, which also not only for the Yalm network, but also provide some good spotting in these shrubbery. Now going for some forward mangonels, very nice. Now we're getting the armor clad, giving the man-at-arms +2/+2 armor. This Mangonel may go down quite quickly. Green still has a very big inferior force there. Does get a good volley there. Does use the fence sparrow to control the line. These villagers actually being ripped apart. They're trying to go for a tower right there. But getting those villagers, the FG is quite nice. Green's Mangonel is going to be going down. He does take out all those villagers. Green's has more horsemen advancing forward, but right now he doesn't have really much anything to engage these spearmen. Outposts will go down. Spring golden placement did not get finished. Going for another tower here. Oh no, that's the yellow tower. And this relic has been claimed by Green. Green has half the army of his opponent, needs more forces. Going for more crossbowmen, very nice. He's also more regular spearmen as well. Trying to make his way forward, trying to save the Yam network. He needs to make sure these archers are hitting the spearmen the best they can. It's a bit hard to micro on these larger engagements. We've got another tower being put on the field. Get the monk forward, get the shaman forward, and try to go for a conversion. Forcing your opponent back like that gives you a lot, your archers and your units a lot of free damage as well. That was the time for a conversion. But now Green's force getting overran. He could have got a much better engagement if his opponent was forced to run away from the conversion. Does have a nice choke point here. There's a good number of crossbows in this region. He's getting inside the town center now. Town center now firing away. And Green does back out the game now. I would say that if you would have gone for that conversion, the fight would have gone much more differently. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.